Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we are going to control the 4-channel relay with the help of ESP32 microcontroller, and we are going to control our relay module with the help of CV zone hand tracking module. Okay, but before we move to our practical, friends, if you learn something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, thank you so much, and let's get started. So friends, as I told you, we are going to control the 4-channel relay with the help of ESP32 microcontroller using Arduino, and we are going to control the relay with the help of CV zone hand tracking module with Raspbian Buster legacy version 32-bit. Okay, and we are going to use here a Raspberry Pi 4 camera module. For that, first you need to install the OpenCV TensorFlow Lite media pipe on Raspbian Buster legacy version, which is the 32-bit version. I have already created a video how to install the latest OpenCV, which is the 4.6.0 on Raspbian Buster legacy version. I will mention the video link. Watch video and first install these basic modules. Then we need here a CV zone. So simply open terminal and run the command sudo pip3 install CV zone. Just hit enter. It will install the CV zone on Raspbian Buster legacy version, which I have already installed. Okay, so 4.6.066, this is the version. Okay, that's it. So I have already installed the CV zone. Now I have created here a repository. Okay, so but before we move to our repository, we are going to use here fingertip. Okay, start from the thumb tip, which is the 4th number thumb tip. Okay, then we are going to use here a index fingertip, and then we are going to use here a ring fingertip, and then the last one is the pinky tip. So we are going to use basically start from thumb tip, then index fingertip, then the ring fingertip and pinky tip. Okay, so with the help of these 4 fingers we are going to control our relay, means we are going to on and off our relay. Okay, simple. So this is what our repository, CV zone hands relay Arduino. Simply I will mention the link. You need to open the link inside the browser, then go to the code, copy the link from here, copy it, and we need to open terminal and run the command. As we always do, we need to clone the repository and then we need to change the owner of our repository. So sudo git clone, paste the link of the repository, it will clone the repository. Sudo chown space hyphen capital R, pi is the user and the pi is the group, and our repository name, which is the CV zone hands relay Arduino. That's it. So now simple. First what we want to do, I am not going to use here a Windows machine for Arduino IDE side. Okay, for installing the sketch on ESP32 I am going to use our Raspbian Buster operating system, or we can say Raspbian Buster machine, Raspberry Pi 4. You can of course use the Windows machine for Arduino IDE. Okay, for installing the sketch with the help of Arduino IDE on ESP32 board, the microcontroller. Okay, so as I mentioned, I am not going to use here a Windows machine. So simply for that, first you need to install the Pi apps, then you need to install the Arduino IDE on Raspbian Buster. Okay, so simply open the file manager and the repository which we have cloned, CV zone hands relay Arduino. Inside that I have mentioned the text file, which is the Pi app and ESP32 txt. Right click, text editor. Okay, and this is the first link for installing the Pi apps on Raspbian Buster. It will automatically install the Pi apps. So simply copy the link from text file and just paste inside the terminal, paste it and just hit enter. It will auto install the Pi apps on Raspbian Buster legacy version, which is the 32-bit version. Okay, so as you can see, it's installing. So friends, as you can see, please note that the Pi apps has not been freshly downloaded because already exists, because I have already installed. Simple, because I have already installed the Pi apps, that's why it's not installed. That's it. So use the first link and just install the Pi apps. Then we have now Pi apps, so we need now our Arduino IDE software. So simply go to the menu, then accessories and the Pi apps. It will open our Pi apps. Okay, and then click on all apps, and here you can see we have here our Arduino software. Simply click on, and then as you can see it will open this kind of window, and Arduino already installed. So you need to simply click on here and it will install the Arduino IDE on Raspbian Buster legacy version. Okay, so this is really simple way how to install the Arduino IDE on Raspbian Buster. Okay, so I have already installed the Arduino IDE. That's it. Now simply we need here first we need to enable the ESP32 board. Okay, so for that simply first we are going to open programming Arduino, and inside that text file, the same text file I have mentioned here ESP32 board link. As you can see, this one ESP32, and this is the ESP32 board link which we want to simply paste inside the board's URL, the additional board's URLs. Okay, so as you can see, is Arduino IDE software is now open. So friends, software is open. Go to the file, click on preferences, and here in additional boards we need to simply paste that URL. So let me first delete this one. Okay, delete, and then press the Control plus V Victoria. Okay, so Control plus V from keyboard, and it will paste our board link inside additional boards manager URLs. Okay, simple. Same as we always do for enabling any board in the Arduino IDE. Same steps, okay, which we follow on our Windows machine. Same steps, just copy and paste the board link, then go to the tools, then boards manager, and here also same thing, we need to search for ESP32 board. Okay, so it's just downloading platform index. Okay, so friends, as you can see, I have searched for ESP32, and as I mentioned, I have already installed or I have already enabled the board. That's why it says install. So simply you need to simply click on here and it will install the ESP32 package. That's it. Now simply close the boards manager. So now we need here a PubSub client because we are going to use here MQTT. So we need to install the PubSub client library. So go to the tools, then the manage libraries, click on the manage libraries, and it will open the manage libraries window. Okay, so friends, as you can see, library manager is open, and here I have searched for PubSub client. Okay, then we need to simply scroll down, and this is what the library, Nick-O-Larry. This is the library which we want to install. So simply click on install and it will install the PubSub client library, Nick-O-Larry. Okay, so as you can see, I have already installed. That's it. Now we have successfully enabled our board. We have successfully installed the PubSub client. Now what we want to do, before we upload the sketch inside our board, I just want to show you how you can connect your relay, the 4-channel relay, with the ESP32 board. Okay, so I have mentioned the sketch. So inside the CV Zone Hands Relay Arduino, this is the relay.png image which we want to open with image viewer, and as you can see, we have here a 4-channel relay. This is what our ESP32, and I have mentioned here a pins. So relay IN1 which we want to connect with the GPIO5, then IN2 which we want to connect with the ESP32 board GPIO18, then IN3 which we want to connect with the ESP32 GPIO32, then IN4 GPIO4 ESP32, and the VCC pin of the relay which we want to connect with the ESP32 win pin. As you can see, the red one, win pin, and the ground connect with the ground. That's it, the ground connect with the ground. So I have mentioned how you can connect the relay with the ESP32 board. Okay, so simple, this is how you need to connect the relay with ESP32. So now we are ready, and we need to simply just copy and paste our sketch inside the Arduino folder. Okay, so this is what our sketch. As you can see, we are now inside the CV Zone Hands Relay Arduino. This is what our repository. So copy the sketch, relay opencv.ino, copy it, and we need to go back. Okay, so now we are inside the /home/pi, and here you will see we have here Arduino folder. So just click on the Arduino folder and open the Arduino and simply paste our sketch inside Arduino folder. We are right now inside /home/pi Arduino, and we have copy our sketch here. Okay, so now simple, what we want to do, right click and just click on open. It will open the sketch directly from our Arduino IDE software. Okay, so as you can see, it's opening. Friends, here as you can see, the file relay OpenCV INO needs to be inside the sketch folder name relay OpenCV. So simply here, simple, we need to click on OK, and it will create the folder and it will automatically move our sketch inside that folder. That's it. Now we are ready. Now we need to simply connect our ESP32 with the Raspberry Pi 4 using our normal USB data cable. So I have connected the ESP32 with our Raspberry Pi 4. Now simply we need to select the board. So go to the tools, then here boards, ESP32 Arduino, and here we are going to search for ESP32 DevKit version 1. Okay, so as you can see, I have already selected the board, so Arduino, and we need to search for DevKit version 1. Okay, so friends, here it is. As you can see, do it ESP32 DevKit version 1. So select it our board. Okay, again go to the tools, then upload speed 115200, then port. As you can see, the port which we want to select here /dev/tty USB 0. Okay, so this is what our port where we connect our ESP32 with the Raspberry Pi 4. Simple. So select it. That's it. So we are ready. Here as you can see, I have mentioned the Wi-Fi.h, then pubsubclient.h, and this is what our pins, the ESP32 pins. So LED GPIO 0, 32, 4, 18 and the 5. Then here you need to change simple the router SSID with your router SSID and the your router password. And this is what our online MQTT server. Okay, remember one thing, here we are going to use the free online MQTT server, means the broker. Okay, this is the free MQTT broker for testing purpose. Okay, simple. Then here it is. As you can see, we are going to basically send a message with the help of publisher. So in this scenario, we have our publisher is basically our Raspberry Pi 4. So Raspberry Pi 4 send a message and ESP32 will receive the message. So if the one on is the message, then LED GPIO low. If the one off message, LED GPIO will be high. So same goes for LED 1, LED 2 and LED 3. That's it. So this is how we can control our relay with the help of ESP32, Raspberry Pi 4, OpenCV, CVZone and the MQTT. Okay, so this is the concept. Now simple, we need to upload the sketch inside our board. So simply click on upload. So friends, as you can see, our sketch is uploading inside our boards, 21%. Okay, so it's uploading. Okay, so friends, we have successfully uploaded our sketch. Now we have done with Arduino IDE side, ESP32 side. Now we are going to simply Raspberry Pi 4 side. Okay, so simply we are going to close the Arduino IDE. Okay, now we don't want the text file, close the folder also. Okay, so simply what we are going to do, we are going to open our Thony Python IDE and we are going to open our Python script. Okay, so file, open and Pi, and our folder is CVZone hands relay Arduino and hand.py. Click on OK. Simple. So from CVZone hand tracking module import hand detector. This is what our module. Then import CV2. Of course, we are going to use here our PAHO MQTT client. So first we need to install the package. If it is not installed, sudo pip3 install PAHO-MQTT and just hit enter. It will install the PAHO MQTT on Raspbian Buster legacy version. As you can see, I have already installed it. Okay, that's what it says. The requirement is already satisfied. Simple. So now import PAHO MQTT.client as MQTT. Then this is how we need to mention our camera. Okay, so cap is equal to cv2.video capture. As I already mentioned, I have used here Raspberry Pi 4 camera module. Of course, you can use the USB web camera also. Simple. So detector is equal to hand detector, then detection confidence, and we are going to use here one hand. So max hands is equal to 1. Okay, and count is equal to 0 because we need to skip some frames. So that's why we need to mention here our count is equal to 0. Okay, so def 1 on, this is our function. Okay, then as you can see, I have mentioned here our broker mqtt.fluux.io, same as we mentioned inside our ESP32 sketch. Okay, so same broker. then the client is equal to mqtt.client, then client.connect, client.publish, then this is what our topic test2, and this is the message which we are going to send. When we call our one on function, the message will be sent one on. So same way, one off, two on, two off, three on, three off, four on and four off, because we have your 4-channel relay. That's it. Then success imgcap.read and the count plus 1. This is basically we are going to skip some phrase because we want to create here a fast process, so we need to skip some frames. That's why, as I mentioned, I have mentioned here a count is equal to 0. Then we are going to start our counter and we are going to skip a 14 frames. Okay, then because we are going to use here our Raspberry Pi 4 camera, so we need to flip our image. So flip img is equal to cv2.flip img -1. Then hands, this is what the detector find dots hands. Okay, then now of course if there is hands, we are going to say hand 1 is equal to hand 0. Okay, then lm list, it will create the list of the 21 landmarks of points. So as I mentioned, this is what our points. Okay, this is what our points. Then we are going to mention, basically we need here how many fingers are up, because we are going to create the action with the help of if the fingers is up or if the fingers is down. So simply f is equal to detector. Okay, f is equal to detector and fingers up, and inside that we need to pass our hand 1. So if I go here and if I print our f, save the code and write the code, sorry, run the code, not write. As you can see, it started our Raspberry Pi 4 camera module, and if I show 5 fingers, as you can see here, right now 5 fingers are up, and here it is, as you can see, 1 1 1 1 1, because all fingers are up. Okay, so I need to show again. This is what our hand, as you can see, the first one is now 0. Okay, second one is 0. Okay, then now last 2 0 0. So this is how we can say, if the 0, we can say here, let me show you. So this is how we need to we will get the idea, means we will get our information if the finger is up or not. So 1 f0 means the first one, which is our fourth, the thumb tip. Okay, so if thumb tip is up, okay, if the thumb tip is up, so I have mentioned here one variable f0. So first one, that's why 0, then the second one 1, and the third one third, and fourth one is our pinky tip. Okay, so 1 2 3 4. Now we can use this variable. So I have mentioned like this way: if 1 is equal to 1, means if 1 is equal to 1, we can call our one on function. It will send one on, else one off. Same way 2 is equal to 1, if the 2 is equal to 1, 2 on function, 2 off function. Same way for 3, same way for 4. So this is how we can control our relay with the help of CVZone hand tracking module. It is really easy, friends. Okay, so now what I am going to do, we have all the done with our software side, we have all the done with our coding. Now simply I am going to start my mobile camera and we are going to see the live action. Okay, so let's just get started. So friends, as you can see, this is what our Raspberry Pi 4 camera, and I have started the frame, ESP32 and our 4-channel relay. So right now all the relay off. Okay, so if I show 5 fingers, just a minute, as you can see, 4 relay on. Okay, so now we are going to simply start from our thumb tip. So thumb tip is off, as you can see, the first relay off. Okay, so now if I index finger tip, now as you can see only 2 relay is on. Okay, So now if I open only pinky tip, as you can see, we need to basically what happening here, friends, I need to record, so that's why as you can see our mobile is coming. Okay, so if I show pinky tip, so right now only one relay is on because only pinky tip is track. Okay, let me show you again. As you can see, only pinky tip is on and only one relay is on. Okay, so if I create action like this way, so right now we have our thumb tip up and our pinky tip is up and two relay is basically on. Okay, so again all the fingers up, all the relay on. Okay, all finger down, one by one all relay off. I hope you get the idea, okay, how we can control our relay with the help of CVZone hand tracking module. Okay, so we'll meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.